Hi everyone, in this video we are going to see about Todo app. In this, for example, if you are typing some kind of points of notes, for example, I'm typing JavaScript and adding, this is adding here. In this we can able to add, delete, these two things we can do. So in this we can I'm adding React, so we can delete like this, and also we can select this based upon the style is changing, and we can select and delete this. So in this Todo app we can see in elaborate in a code wise how it is implemented and how it get mapped. Those things I will explain line by line. Actually, this is the Todo app. I created one folder inside components as Todo app. Inside this I'm having one CSS file which is used for styling these things, and this is Todo app. Entire thing is in this only one file. This files I'm importing in this app.js. App.js is inside index.js, so it automatically renders with the help of I give npm start to start the server. So you can able to see this is Todo app. This is imported correctly here. So once you click on this, you can able to see here, and here I'm importing the CSS files, so we can see how the code works. In here, this is the h1, it is Todo app, it is there, and here is the one input box for storing this input text. For example, if you are typing here, no, those things for storing, I'm using one use state that is called new to do. Actually, here you are having new to do and set new to do. This is one kind of use states with the empty string. So what under on change is happening, I'm updating the set new to do. For example, you can see here I'm setting this set new to do. In this, while on changing, we can able to find the event. If you're passing here as event, then you should get it from here as well event. If you're passing here it as e, so you can able to get this value by the help of e dot target dot value. So whatever you're on changing in that text input, it will store inside e dot target dot value. So now that you are setting into a new state called set new to do, so it will set every state here. This is the input value it will do, and the value I'm passing is new to do. If I'm not passing here and I'm saving, it won't work, because we need to pass the value here. This value is this use state. Initially it is empty string. Whenever it's changing the state updating, it will automatically update and it will display it here. So I'm saving, you can able to see this. So next one is add to do button. In here we are having that one on click method. Inside button we have one props called on click. In here we are calling one function named add to do. I'm going here. So we want to maintain this. For example, I can able to do it many values and I can add it. So this we need to store it in a one kind of array values. So for this I'm maintaining one another new state. This is called to do's and set to do's. For the initial state is empty array. So in here only the logic starts. While clicking on this button, this add to do button, what is happening is this new to do dot trim off. For example, I'm trimming this extra spaces from starting and ending, and I'm checking that is not equal to empty string. So some people will add this is some kind of validation. For example, I'm not adding any letters here, but I'm adding this, means we don't want that empty to stand up here. So for that I'm adding one condition named should not be equal to empty string. So I'm adding this condition. Once this condition successful, then it will go inside and it will set this in set to do's. So this is the main function. We are setting all the states here. So let me explain that. In here this is spread operators. So based upon the spread operators, we are passing this to do's. That means whatever in previous state, those will take it in a front, and after that we need to add this new objects, that means array of objects. So this is the previous one. In that it will take this as well and it will add this. If you are not passing this, then what will happen in the sense it only add the current state. For example, I'm adding the since it will got deleted, it only add one states. So for that we need to add this to add every states, previous states also we need to add, and current state also we need to add. So after this, once it get added, we need to remove it from here, that means in a text input. So for that state is set new to do. So in here I am changing that state to empty states. If I am not doing this, let I'm saving this, then if I am going to type and add to do, this will remains the same. So to avoid this, I am setting this to empty string. So once I click on this, it will add and it will empty it here. So this are the such kind of basic validation we need to do, that is a user friendly kind. So next one is, in down we are mapping everything with the help of map function. So it should be in list. So for little styling convention we are using ul and list. So in here every array of object is stored in this to dos, so we need to map that. So to dos dot map of, here whatever you need to pass, like it should be item or something unique name, you can pass it here. So whatever you are passing it, that should be added here. So in here actually what we are adding is, that means every array of objects contains one id, one text, and then completed. This id is little unique, so we are passing date dot now of, and then this text is whatever you are entering in a text input, that we are passing here, and completed is false. In defaultly we are maintaining it a false, and after we are negotiate that based upon clicking, we are modifying to true false like that. So this is the here. So we need to pass this mainly whenever you are using map, you should need to pass this unique key, then only it will. If you're not passing, it will work, but that is not a good thing. So whenever you are using map, you should pass this key. And then here we are maintaining one checkbox. This checkbox is this. If you click on this, it will changing this here, like one underline, and then this changing, and we can delete this. So based upon this, we are maintaining that completed state, that is coming from to do, that is in defaultly it is false. So this to do dot completed, while in on change we are passing that unique id here and maintaining one function. So that is called toggle to do. So in here we are getting that id, and again we are setting that states. So what we are setting is, if to do id, that means this id, and then we are mapping everything and then finding, while passing this id is equal to, then only this completed state we are changing it to negotiation. That means if it is true, then it will change to false. If it is false, then it will change to, it kind of vice versa, it will change to true. So for this, that means we need to change this na, for state true false. So for that, while clicking on this checkbox, we are passing that unique id to this function, and we will map the entire objects, array of objects here. That means to do's, see to do's dot map of to do. In this we are mapping, for example, if you are having 10 items, it will run 10 times, that means it will loop it 10 times, and based upon that time only, while clicking on this, only one id will match. So based upon that one id, it will change only to that particular completed to. If it is false, actually in default it is false, now we are changing it to true. Else if it is not matching, and whatever the to do is there, we are setting that. So based upon this completed true false, this is changing, that means this overline, and then this checkbox is changing to true to false, false to true. So this is that's it, and this is based upon that to do dot completed, it is true, then we are passing this to line throw, that line is coming, and else it is none. So this is the ternary operator, that means conditional operator. We can conditionally render this based upon our condition. This is to do dot text in the sense what we are typing in a input text, that is displaying here. And next one is button, one delete button is there. Everything here we are passing with the, we are manipulating everything with the help of id only. So if you are clicking this one, then we want to delete this entire thing, that means in that array of object we need to delete this item. So In here also we are passing that unique id only, that is todo.id. So once we are going here, what we are doing is we are filtering the items in that set to dos. That means in this array of object we need to remove that particular id content fully. So what we are checking is, with the help of filter we can filter it. To-dos dot filter of to-do gives, that means what we are doing is, in here we will get one id, that is this id, and to-do dot id, it should not be equal. If it is equal, then it won't take. Apart from everything it will take, and it will keep it in a in this set to-dos. So only this item will delete while clicking on this delete button. Based upon that id, it is filtering. So this is happening in this to-do app. If you have any doubts, you can ping in the comment section. I will share this code to my GitHub account and share it in a comment section. And also some documents are there. If you want, please request that. I will give you the access for that. Thanks for watching.